Yo, this is straight from the Beak. I'm Benjamin Beak, and this is a lyrical breakdown of my latest track, Hatched, Part 4.
For the strength of coming together more than being apart. There was a part of me deep down that I bottled up. Feet of the lies that I gobbled up. But it's time I regurgitated, confessed lies I perpetrated. Only impersonated, I was never myself.
People get to see what you're like in your external life and who you are on the surface, but they don't get to see inside of your brain and see your internal life. And people just go through shit, and you never really know that they're going through it. And even good friends, like if they ask away, there's still things that people just don't share in their mind. And I think a lot of that is a coping mechanism that we used to get past those thoughts, and we feel like if we just ignore them, that they'll go away. But there's so much more of a strength in sharing those thoughts and having people who can listen for you, and to have that relationship with people where you can speak your mind and the things that trouble you. And sometimes when you speak things out loud, they do go away, and you get a different analysis of them. You get to think about them differently. And when you externalize like your internal thoughts, sometimes it's the healthiest thing you can do.
You only interpolated, lost in a world I hated, where pain had circulated. I was begging for help, my ties were terminated, almost exterminated, but I was determined and saw the light through the kelp.
And as all these things add up, like the isolationism and the existentialism and the feeling that you're not doing right by your younger self, that you're putting things off, that you're kind of trapped in your own mind, even though you have all these goals that you want to achieve yourself, in the letting go of your dreams in order to appease the people around you, you start feeling like you're just drowning in the water, and that you're stuck in the thick of thin things. And at the end of the day, like, there is that light at the end of the tunnel. There's the light beyond the algae, and as you're drowning in the water, you just have to remind yourself that, like, there's a way up and there's a way out. And a lot of my songs feel very dark and contemplative, and I always try to find like some hope in it. And you know, maybe some of my songs, the hope isn't resolved by the end of the track, but it goes on to the next song. And there's just a power of, you know, to find that hope. Like, I really don't think you can just ignore it. Like, all the things that trouble you, you have to face them head on and examine them and realize that that's the algae that's keeping you from rising to the surface. So I hope I can leave you with that feeling that things will get better. And I really appreciate you tuning in for this analysis. I definitely want to do more of these videos. Straight from the Beak, this is Benjamin Beak. This has been my lyrical analysis of Hatched. Peace.
For the strength of coming together more than being apart. There was a part of me deep down that I bottled up. Feet of the lies that I gobbled up. But it's time I regurgitated, confessed lies I perpetrated. Only impersonated, I was never myself. Yeah, only interpolated, lost in a world I hated, where pain had circulated. I was begging for help, my ties were terminated, almost exterminated, but I was determined and saw the light through the kelp.
I'm afraid we just wasted our time. You wouldn't want to go back, would you? No.